Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
The Honorable Head Chancellor of University Lambung Mangkurat, Mr. Sutarto Hadi, the Honorable Lung Specialist, Dr. Taufik Hidayat, the respectable to the all invited, the Honorable, the event organizer, and the respectable all the participants. First, let us thank to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us guidance, happiness, healthy, and mercy so we can attend this agenda without any troubles and obstacles. Secondly, salawat and salam may always be given to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness into the brightness. I, Muhammad Ikhsan Setiadi, will be your Master of Ceremony this afternoon. Welcome to the seminar of Facing COVID-19 in Banjarmasin. We would like to thank everyone here for making time to attend this opening ceremony and this remarkable seminar. To start the opening ceremony this afternoon, allow me to read today's agenda. First is opening, second is speech, and the third, the last one is closing. Ladies and gentlemen, for opening the ceremony, let us open the ceremony by reciting Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. For the second agenda, there is speech and allow us to invite Mrs. Rika Rianti as the event organizer of this seminar to deliver her welcoming speech and official open this seminar. The floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you for the Master of Ceremony who already gave me a chance to send a word or two through this seminar. As we know, coronavirus or COVID-19 has been a massive problem in worldwide scale. Unfortunately, some people, heck, even a country, still don't understand or didn't want to understand about this virus and its damage. As the originator of this event, I'm hoping that Mr. Taufik's presentation today could make people more aware with this virus instead of underestimate it. Without further ado, I'm officially open this seminar. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Rika Rianti, for the speech and has officially opened this seminar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the opening ceremony. Now we proceed to the seminar agenda. The speaker in this seminar is Dr. Taufik Hidayat. This seminar will be guided by Mrs. Rukma Candra as the moderator. Therefore, I will submit this seminar even to the moderator. For the distinguished speaker and the moderator, please welcome them to the stage with big applause.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to the MC for giving me the time to become a moderator at the seminar on this occasion. I'm here as a moderator, will guide the course of this session. First, I will read the CV of the speaker, namely Dr. Taufik Hidayat, Master of Science. Dr. Taufik Hidayat had attended school in Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, Maryland, 1900, And the second in BS, Boston University, Massachusetts 2005. And the last one is MS, Towson University, Maryland 2009. Okay, before entering into the main program, I, as the moderator, will divide the program into three sessions. The first session is presentation from our speakers with approximately 10 minutes. And the second, question and answer, approximately 5 minutes with a maximum of 3 questioners. And then the last one is conclusions. All right, we are entering the first session, namely the deliver of material by our speaker, Dr. Taufik Hidayat, Master of Science with the theme Facing the COVID-19. To Dr. Taufik Hidayat, the floor is yours.
Alright, guys. Thank you for Maya for inviting me to the stage. I'm sorry, guys. Wait. Okay, we begin to the topic. So the first slide. This is the first slide that we want to show. That I want to show. Facing the COVID-19 in 2020. And there is some words here. Don't try to underestimate this new Grim Reaper. What does it mean? Do you guys wondering? Of course not, right? But we jump to the next to knowing what does it mean. Okay, what the scientific meaning of this of the definition of the coronavirus or COVID-19? Here, as you can see, according to the WHO, COVID-19 are a family of viruses that cause illnesses ranging from the common cold to more severe disease such as severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, and the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, or MERS. Do you guys understand what the definition means? Of course not, right? Same as here as me. Okay. The before is not really important. This is the most important thing that we want to know, right? Does COVID-19 cause death? If we go back to the slide before, this mentioned that COVID-19 cause illness ranging from the common cold to more severe disease such as severe acute respiratory SARS and MERS. The SARS and MERS actually the more aggressive than the COVID-19 due to their symptoms and their death ratio, and the conjunction here use the word such as, it means the COVID-19, SARS, and MERS is equal. All right. Okay. If we go back to the question, does COVID-19 cause death? Of course, yes. Do you guys get a point, right? Okay. This is the simple meaning of the COVID-19. This is the new virus that could make you strangeless until you die if you don't have good immune, and you don't maintain your healthy lifestyle. Okay, two main keys point. The next is what you need to know about COVID-19. Here are the point. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points here, but I want to skip the number 1 because it's not that really important to know. We jump to the next point. COVID-19 symptoms include cough and fever and shortness of breath. COVID-19 can be severe and some cases have caused death. It's really tricky about the symptoms. Okay, I'll explain after I explain the number 3 because it's related. It appears that symptoms are showing up in people within 14 days of exposure to the virus. If once again, if you don't have a good immune and you don't maintain your what is called your healthy lifestyle, such as you eating good food and and any else healthy lifestyle. Do you guys get the point, right? Okay. If you don't, if you have a good immune and you maintain your healthy lifestyle, the symptoms are not appears on you. Why? Because the immune of our body could against the viruses of coronavirus, of corona. Okay, we jump to the next. The coronavirus can be spread from person to person. It is diagnosed with a laboratory test, just like as we know as well now. And the last but not least, and this is the key why the COVID-19 is the most aggressive viruses around the world nowadays, because there is no coronavirus vaccine yet. Okay, because there is no vaccine yet, we the what we call pihak kesehatan around the world just began some research a few days back then, and the prevention just involves like basic protection for us, just like a frequent hand washing, coughing into the band of your elbow. So if you want to cough or sneeze, you should put your band of elbow to the middle of your nose or mouth, so the your mouth your nose could cover by your pen elbow and like this, and the droplet come to the your mouth could drop down easily. So if you're coughing and you sneezing, you should put your pen elbow in the middle of your nose and mouth. Okay, and last is staying home when you are sick. This is really basic, right? Okay. This is the COVID-19 update March 25, 2020 in Indonesia. 1,790 infected, 1,701 handled by hospital, and 58 died. And also 31 recovered. It's a real pity. And uh, a day after the 25 March, the infected people handled by hospital and died and recovered and actually increased, uh, extremely increased. 893 infected, 780 handled by hospital, and 78 died, and 35 recovered. It's really, really pity if we heard about that. Okay, so what should we do then after we hear about the COVID-19? I'm sorry, guys. First of all, don't panic. Okay, this is not the solution, but don't panic, because if you are panic, your immune are extremely decreased and fastly decrease. Okay. The next is this is the basic protective measure against the new coronavirus. The first thing and the most important thing you have to do now is wash your hands frequently, because our hands are being vital organs for nowadays due to the most coronavirus could infect us by our hands. It because we touch that everyone ever touch, such as the door holder of Alphamart or Indomart, and doing handshaking with any with other people and any else that related with your hands regularly and thoroughly clean your hands with an alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Why alcohol-based? It's just because it could kill the viruses easily and fastly. Simple, okay? The next is maintain social distancing as we did now as well. Maintain at least 2 meter distance between yourself and anyone, okay? The third one is practice respiratory hygiene. Make sure you and the people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. Covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow when you cough and sneeze. Dispose of the use of tissue immediately, okay? The next, okay, here is it, don't touch. What we should avoid to touch. First, eyes, second, nose, and third is mouth. Hand touch many surfaces and can pick up viruses. Once contaminated, hands can transfer the virus to your eyes, nose, and your mouth. Okay. The lastly, seek medical care early. It means better to prevent than cure. Okay. Stay at home if you feel unwell and seek medical care early. Okay, guys. Now I have the video, but I won't play this right now because due to the our time. Why is it recommended to avoid with anyone? I just want to conclude what the narasumber, what the presenter talk. Why is it recommended to avoid with anyone who has cough and fever? The simple meaning, the simple explanation is just for yours, more for more safety. Okay, that's not risky, but for more safety. This is about the coronavirus. Blah 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 blah. The coronavirus are common in different animal rarely and animal coronavirus. Okay, this is not really important. The number two is there are many different kinds of coronavirus, as we know as well as I explained it before. The third one and lastly, coronavirus are named for their appearance. Okay, under the microscope, the viruses look like they are covered with the point structure, just like a corona, like as its name or crown mahkota, you know, around her body, around her or his body. I don't know her or his. All right, this is the end of my presentation, guys, and get listen to our world. But lastly, I would like to say, before I end up my presentation, don't believe to me at all about how we protect ourselves from COVID-19, okay? Because this is the new invention. Of course, every data information could changing every time. So stay at home, obey every government rules to avoid the coronavirus, and stay at your home as we did as well now. Okay, thank you very much. I will go back to the MC, to the moderator. Thank you. Moderatornya siapa? Maya? Okay.
Maya.
Kok nggak muncul?
Izin.
Nggak muncul sih?
Close your screen share.
Oh iya. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you to Dr. Taufik Hidayat, who has delivered the material. Next, we enter into the second session, that is the question and answer session. To the participants, is there anyone who wants to ask? Maybe at least 3 or 4 questioners. Raise your hand and mention your name.
Me, I want to ask.
Who is that? Mention your name. Where your
Yumna, Yumna.
Oh,
Can I go? Can I go second?
Oh,
wait. Yumna mana sih?
Dina.
Nah, Yumna first.
Yumna or
She's the first
Yumna?
one.
Yumna.
Yumna first. I'll be the
Okay,
second
Yumna
one.
first.
Wait.
Right, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So,
Okay.
as you say that the best way to prevent or against this virus is with washing hands frequently, right? But there are some people who didn't have an access well to the internet, so they don't know how important washing hand frequently. So, uh, I mean, like, according to you, how to educate those people who didn't even know about the importance of washing hand, because they didn't. I mean, like homeless people, they didn't even know, right? I mean, like, they didn't even educate well. So, according to you, how? I mean, like, what are the solution in the simplest way to educate those people who still didn't know about this importance of washing hands? You
Okay.
get my question?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, do you get Yumna's
Yeah.
question? Okay.
I wanna answer first. I think.
Okay.
All right. How we solve that problem? Okay. First of all, that's kind of like tugas pemerintah, what we call in English, and that's why a government,
Government's
yeah, the government. Wait. Oh my God.
duty.
We have a few minutes. The government make some rules for us and give to the bawahan, like what we call in English, kabupaten, gubernur. Yeah, the government give the information to the gubernur for people who stay at their area. So that's not our what we call, that's not our tugas kita, bukan tugas kita. That's kind of like government's, it's like
Duty.
tugas pemerintah, okay, as we mentioned before. Do you agree with me? Or okay, could we have
Okay, for
question?
the second questions, anyone want to ask?
Do you guys hear clearly my voice?
Okay, please raise your hand and mention your name.
Me.
Okay,
Can I be?
Dina.
Me.
Okay. Oh, can you guys hear my voice? Oh
Mhm.
my God! Thought it was the second one. Is it who's asking? Is it me or Karina?
Oh, Karina.
Dina aja
Dina,
dulu. Okay, sure. Thank you. Okay, can you guys hear my voice?
yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so sorry, wait. Let me get close to my mic. Okay, so my name is Dina Alia. Thanks for the opportunity. I want to ask, as you showed us and as the data said, in East Asia we have the highest death rate. And as you can see, Malaysia or other countries has higher infection number than us, but we have the highest death count. And why do you think that happens? is our country not ready yet for this pandemic thing? And what do you think we as the civilians and the people like the front people like the doctors, nurses, hospitals, what should they do in the middle of a pandemic like this when they are not ready for facing this virus thing? Like how to, how to not make it worse for all the people that works in hospital and stuff like that when they don't have probably good technology and good things like other country has. That's all. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, Mr. Taufik
I
Hidayat,
didn't hear clearly the first
can you get
your
the
your
next
first question.
point?
You get two questions right.
How you can face the problems from COVID-19?
Yeah, in this country. Basically, I just want to ask, how do we, as a country, as a whole, and our medical team, how do we face this pandemic when it looks like we are not ready for it yet? So, what should we do, like as a whole, country, medical, civilian, and government, all the things?
Okay, I think it's a game for the whole for the whole maintain our country is tugas pemerintah, right? What do you call in English tugas pemerintah? Government assignment, government task, government. Yeah,
Government duty, maybe. Government duty.
apa? Okay, that's like
Government everybody.
tugas pemerintah, right? And if we don't have any technology to facing this coronavirus to to recover the person in hospital as we as our hospitality get now, that's tugas pemerintah to what we called it. I mean, itu tugas pemerintah yang harusnya melihat dari berbagai negara. Copy the not copy, make a reflection from the whole from the country that infected you and how the hospitality of those country solve this problem. So that was tugas pemerintah to do that to so and we as the citizen just stay at home and and followed the rule of the government that have been released to us. I think that's all. Or sorry if I'm mistaken.
It's no problem. Okay, for the next question, anyone else? Karina?
Chan.
Okay.
Right. It's my turn.
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to know your opinion personally. Because like the fact that we always say it always government's job. It's just government's job to maintain all conditions during coronavirus, right? And I think that the job government that is the fact that lots of employee or lots of laborers still going to work and not like stay home. Like example, my mom and my sister are still going to their my sister is a teacher, so that she's still going to the school. But like students are get their holiday, but not with teacher. Like I mean the like connections between teacher and government. Like education is part of a government's job, right? But still, the government cannot like why there's only students who are
get their holiday or get their right to stay at home, while the teachers are not. I'm like, my sister is really concerned about it, about how if she and also mom get infected by coronavirus and the company or the school is not allowing them to not going to school or not go to not stay at home. So what do you think about that? Is still the government's job, or like the society has to take
Yeah, making
action?
sure we have limited time.
That's it. That's my
Your
question. How
voice
do
is
you think
not
about
clearly,
people
Karina.
not
Voice
has
it's
no
not
right to
clear.
stay home, right?
Maybe you can write your
Could you conclude your
questions
question?
at the room chat.
All right.
What time we have now, guys?
I don't know. I think at least 10 minutes to finish this discussion.
I have a bad connection too. Okay, what is your opinion about some employees or laborers who doesn't get their right? Oh, I get the point. This is kind of like Grab and Gojek, like uh, buruh or
Teachers also
employees of
teachers.
UKM, right? Okay. Okay. What we what my opinion about this? As we know, the viral video of Grab that mentioned or that asked the the government that request to the government to give them at least uh, food for 2 weeks for their life, we can conclude that uh, actually this is the government jobs because this is the our entire our whole country uh, infected this virus, and this is actually our actually not full the government's job, but if we if the context for laborers or employers who doesn't get their right to stay at home, this is the government jobs to memenuhi kebutuhan mereka. So I think the government now have been maintain the whole problem that COVID-19 uh, yang disebabkan oleh COVID-19 ini. Do you get my point? Is it this is really hard to speak in English? I'm sorry. Do you get my
Okay,
point, Karina?
Rika? Okay. Thank you, Karina,
Thank you, guys.
for your questions. Okay, thank you to Dr. Taufik Hidayat who has answered audience questions. And then give applause for him. Guys, the last session is conclusion. Thus, it can be concluded that to face the COVID-19, just the basic protective measures such as wash your hands frequently because hand is the vital organ for nowadays. And the second, maintain social distancing because COVID-19 could transmit to other people by the interaction helped by air. And then the third, practice respiratory hygiene, covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow when you cough or sneeze. And for the fourth, don't touch your eyes, nose, and mouth. It's due to hands touch many of surfaces and can pick up viruses. And the last, stay at home. Eat the high nutrition to build up your immune. Okay, I think that's all for me. I, as a moderator, say many apple guys for you guys, and thank you for your attentions. And I will give this person to the MC. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally come to the end of this event. Let us close this seminar by reciting Hamdalah. Alhamdulillah. Those are the agendas we have presented to you all this afternoon. Thank you so much for your attention. See you on the next occasion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.